Hey guys, it's Seaweed from Tribal Soup Project, and welcome to another episode of SIMsational. You are watching my how-to tutorial series, and today I have come to you with 2 tips that are kind of crucial to keep in mind if you are beginning a build. And these are 2 things that I wish I had known when I first started building structures way back in the days of Sims 2. So my first tip for you guys is to have a clear idea of what you want to do in your mind before starting. Even now, when I build, I can just slap stuff together with no idea in my mind of really what I want to do, but it takes me significantly longer to do it that way if I don't really know what I want to do in my head before I start doing it. What I usually do before beginning a build is I'll run a Google image search, like for the structure I built a while back. This is a colonial manor, which is, by the way, available for download in the gallery under my username, Seaweed102. So before I built this home, I ran a Google image search for colonial mansions, and I did not find a mansion that was exactly like this. I don't usually find things that I want to do exactly, but I do always find enough cool things out there to kind of give me a little bit more inspiration to know what I want to do. When I do find something that is very close to what I want to do, I usually will print that picture out and have it next to me, because it gets really annoying to have to window out to the desktop to look at a picture. Sometimes if I don't find something that is really what I want to do, but I've got enough inspiration to know what I want to do, I'll sketch it out real quick on a piece of paper, just so that I have a rough idea of what I want to do in my head. It's just, it makes things flow smoother. So, for my second tip for you guys, and that brings me to why I am using this colonial manor as an example for this episode. When I first began to build, I remember the first structure that I built. It was a castle back in the days of Sims 2, and I didn't have like any, I just had the basic game was all I had. I'm a very late simmer. But anyways, I just had the basic game, no expansions. There was not, so I don't really have like a lot of options for different things that I wanted to do. And when the problem that I experienced was I built this, what I thought was a really awesome little castle. I built the whole thing up, and then when I went to put the windows and the doors and everything on, I realized that I had made it so that my front door would not sit in the exact center of my castle where I absolutely wanted it to be. The front door that I had picked out was an oddly spaced front door, and it was on a lot that had a weird number. So when I went to insert that door into the castle, it was completely off center. And I'm talking, it took me hours to figure out what to do, how to fix it, having to start over. It was, seriously, it was almost enough to make me not want to continue building. I really wish that I had thought about the fact that in The Sims, we have doors that are different size spaces. We've got the doors that are just 1 space. We've got the doors that are 2 spaces. And then we've got the doors which are 3 spaces. So this lot here, this is a size 40 by 30 lot. I've got my front door on the 30 spaced side. And the front door that I wanted to use was a 3 spaced front door. if you are working on a size lot where your door is going to be on the 30 side, if it's not like on the 40 spaced side, then you're going to have an issue if you want that front door to be completely in the center. Typically for a colonial home, traditionally it will be a very symmetrical format. You'll have your front door in the exact center of the home, and then you'll have 2 windows on either side of that. And then on the second floor above that, you'll have 5 windows that go across and line up exactly with the windows in the front door. So when I decided I wanted to build a structure that stayed very authentic to the colonial style, and I knew where I wanted to put it. I wanted to put it right here next to the Goths. So, and I knew that I was going to have my front door on that 30 spaces. So, I had to figure out a kind of workaround, and it was a very easy workaround to make it look as if the entire thing is symmetrical. What I did was I built the house exactly how I wanted it, the main outline of the house from here over, and then what I did in order to make it seem like the whole thing was symmetrical, I just built this porch over here on the side of it so that my colonial home is exactly symmetrical how it should be if it was authentic. And then in order to make it so that it was still seeming in the center of the lot, I just built the porch on the side to solve that problem. So yeah, those are my 2 very important tips that might seem incidental, but really actually help out in the long run a whole lot. I hope you guys learned something from watching this. As always, please feel free to add a comment or a question. If you have any tips of your own that you would like to share, I would always like to hear new things that I can learn in order to help myself better my building. You can also feel free to like the video. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other cool stuff on my website, and I do have that link down in the description below. And until next time, guys, happy simming. Bye.